My personal brand is the go-getter. Like if you ask my friends, if you ask my parents, if Rishonda says she's gonna do something, you can already check it off because it's done. So my childhood, I was a happy child, I was a loud child, I was a leader. Like, so I put here, if we played hide and seek, I was seeking because I'm not about to hide, I'm coming to get you. So class clown, so the best song to kind of describe my childhood was Parents Just Don't Understand by Will Smith. And I know it's kind of a throwback, so I'm just gonna play a clip. I know everybody might not have heard it before. I hope it's loud enough. They don't. And that's how I felt as a child. Like I felt like, you know, I was under control, like I was a little adult. And I was so wrong. My preteens, I'm gonna say like 9, 10, 11. I'm gonna describe as Outkast as Hey Y'all. If you heard the song, it's like high energy, it's fun. Andre 3000 just yells on the microphone, I love it. And this describes my childhood because I was just wild. Like I had no money, and I didn't even care. My parents had money, they drove me places. I was a tomboy because I always wanted to be outside. I'm the oldest of 4, so I was always with my older brother. Well, not the oldest of 4. I'm the mid child of 4, so I was always with my older brothers. My sister wanted to shop, just not my thing. So my adolescent years, which I kind of describe like the little edge before you're a teenager, is Complicated by Avril Lavigne. And if you have never heard this song, I'm gonna have to play it for you, but everybody's heard Complicated, right? Okay. So that was me as an adolescent. I challenged everything. If the sky was blue to you, it was orange to me. I was kind of like, you know, playing around with how I dressed. So I tried to hold, you know, all black everything. I still kind of do that. I tried the preppy with the polo and the little backpack. I tried it all. I was a rebel without a cause. So like I knew I was fighting for something, didn't kind of know what that something was. I just knew I wanted to be, you know, important. I put this in here, school disagreed with me just because I'm still one of those people where I don't think grades defines intelligence. And when I was adolescent, I kind of learned that was my motto early because me and grades just didn't get along. I was good in PE, I always say that. PE, I got an A. And I put financial freedom because this is when I started working, getting my own money, so I kind of felt like, you know, I didn't really need my parents. As a teenager, I'm going to start with this song. It's no doubt, it's my life. If you never heard this song, I'm just play it. I'm going to try to play the chorus because that's my song. Okay. So in the hook, she just keeps saying it's her life. Because that's how I feel. I kept telling people, it's my life. Like, let me make my mistakes. Let me do what I want. Kind of a pattern developing here with me. I was very confident. Like I said, I clashed with my parents. So I went from living with my mom to living with my stern, tough, I see you father, which kind of like rubbed off on me. Was really good because he kind of caught me when I was kind of going off the edge. So it was really good. I was the go-to girl for my friends. So I had the car, I had the money, I had the empty house because my dad worked. So it was like every Saturday party at Shankle's house. Like it was just how it went down in the weekend. Freshman and sophomore year of college. Again, another telltale song right here. Kanye West, Can't Tell Me Nothing. And let me see, I think I have a clip of that one. Just if you've never heard this song, this is like probably the theme song to my whole life still. Not that part. Still, you can't tell me anything. So with that song, you can kind of hear like in his attitude, it's still like, can't tell me anything. It's my way or nothing. So freshman, sophomore year of college, I just came into it like it was a whole new world. You can't tell me nothing. I got this figured out. I was still trying to find myself, like to see where I wanted to work, still trying to play with what I wanted to wear. I had an active social and dating life, Came with the undeclared major, still didn't, even though you can't tell me nothing, I still didn't know what I wanted to do. I had the Skittle effect, because I always tell people this, like freshman and sophomore year, like if you saw me on the outside, I was hardcore, like it looked like I had it together, my grades was good, I was playing basketball for A&T, but on the inside, I was all gushy, like I'm like, what are you doing? Are you supposed to be in school? Is this really for you? Finally on my own. You've been asking for it, now you got it, and you don't know what to do with it. That was me freshman and sophomore year. Junior year is the song Big Pimpin' by Jay-Z. I can't really play it because it was a little explicit. I couldn't find a good clip. But if you've never heard Big Pimpin' by Jay-Z, like the video, he's on a yacht. He like has 1 million people around him. They're just pouring Cristal because it's just big pimpin'. It's just a good life. I grew up physically, like I started to come into my looks. I don't know if I said like in middle school and everything, I was like kind of short and chunky. I got tall out of nowhere. My hair started growing a lot. I finally picked a major, my acne went away. So I was kind of like coming into my own freshman year. I was kind of, you know, feeling it a little bit more. And this is when I really started to think about what I want to do with my whole life. Spring of 2013, this is Cash Rules Everything Around Me by the Wu-Tang Clan. And the song is kind of self-explanatory, but I'm just playing so y'all see my mindset in 2013.
Everything around me, yeah. Shake this old fly shit out.
Okay, but basically, try to find a clip, no cussing. But basically, he's saying cash rules everything around him. So his mind is about money, his actions are about money, and that's kind of where I was at. I was like, look, I want to be a young professional. I had some financial difficulty with school, so that's when I was just like, look, I'm gonna take a semester off. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna stack up my money to pay off school. But it's really, once I left school, I had like financial security, if it makes sense. Like, I did an IT internship at AIG in Connecticut, a Fortune 500 company, and what ended up being a 3-month internship turned into a year-long co-op. So I never left Connecticut for that year. I stayed a little bit, stacked my money up, paid for school, and then really kind of didn't want to go back. So in fall of 2013, my junior year, I still wasn't in school. I was getting things ready to go to school. So this song is Nas, Hate Me Now, just because if you listen to the song, he's just saying, I'm gonna keep grinding, I made some mistakes, but, I mean, you can hate me, but I'm still gonna be who I am, and that's how I felt. My parents were telling me to get back in school, my friends were like, talking about graduating and all that, so, I mean, I really started to feel the pressure, so Hate Me Now is the song for that. Spring 2014 is when I got back in school. I went into overgrind mode. I took 32 credits that semester just to graduate. I joined a sorority, Zeta Phi Beta, like the best decision of my life. That's my mom and my best friend. This is kind of, for me, I did Superstar by Lupe because I finally started like to feel the pieces come together. I felt like a superstar. I felt like, you know, what I had been doing, all the mistakes, they make sense. Started to plan for life after graduation. I applied for a lot of jobs out of state because I really just hated North Carolina. Didn't want to be here, and this is when I really started to enjoy school and take advantage of being a senior. Fall of 2014, I did Drake, started from the bottom, because when I got to Chicago, boy did I live. I bought a nice fancy shiny car, I bought a condo, I started hanging out. I found like my true calling in Chicago though, because while I was working at a Fortune 500 bank, they made us volunteer with at-risk youth in Chicago. So once I started doing that, teaching them how to fix their resumes, mentoring them, telling them how to get a job, showing them how to dress, I was like, Rishonda, you can do this. So I kind of felt like my energy was misappropriated. Like I'm helping all these kids in Chicago, and the city I'm from, Charlotte, is struggling too. So I felt like, why am I up here doing all this? I need to go back to North Carolina. And I'm not gonna play Started from the Bottom because everybody knows Started from the Bottom. In 2015, this is Drake's Back to Back, just because in this song he talks about coming at your head every time. Every time I'm doing something, I'm coming for somebody. I'm coming for the top position. I want to be the best. This in 2015 is kind of really when I found myself. I packed up my stuff, I quit my high-paying job, and I just started over. I kind of like found myself spiritually, made a connection with that. I just grew up, and I knew I wanted to change the world. I just didn't know how I wanted to do that. And then spring of 2016, I did Smooth by Carlos Santana, because now I just feel like, if you know that song, the melody is smooth, The instrumentals is smooth. Carlos Santana singing on there is smooth. It's just a smooth song. So now I feel like I can relax a little bit. Rishonda, you got this. Like, you smooth. You okay. I entered the nonprofit world. I also did an AmeriCorps at Greensboro Urban Ministry for 6 months. I loved it. I'm starting to understand my true calling, and I made some great relationships where now I'm in a good position to open my nonprofit. Present times, Touch the Sky by Kanye. I just started putting my connections to work, following through on my business plan, inspiring change. And how I see myself presently, the great Oprah, and the song is Ambition. Not that I see myself as Oprah, because we look nothing alike, but I see when I get older, I'm going to be like her. I'm going to build my business like her. I'm going to stack my money like her. So I'm just going to play a clip of Ambition while I live. And in that song, I love it just because he said people are going to love him for his ambition. It's easy to dream a dream, but what's harder than living it? And then the last thing to close out is how I want others to see me. I want people to see me as a giver when it's all said and done, somebody that cares about the community, somebody that puts their money, time, effort into community and really, really cares. So for that song, I did the greatest rapper of all time, Tupac, Keep Your Head Up. And that's me. It's probably 10 minutes.